Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. The Supreme Council for Planning stresses on the commitment to the financial allocations for projects and reviews plan of the economic zone in the Governorate of Al-Dhahira and the National Logistics Strategy 2040. The Shura Council continues reviewing plans of the Ministry of Tourism as the minister stresses that the tourism strategy includes many approaches for the contribution of the sector in the GDP. And the Board of Directors of the Institute of Public Administration discusses the strategic development projects in the field of training and functional rehabilitation. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has received a cable of thanks from His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa of the Kingdom of Bahrain in reply to His Majesty's cable of condolences on the death of Sheikha Lulua bint Muhammad bin Abdullah Al Khalifa. The Supreme Council for Planning in its first meeting today for 2016 discussed the status of the national economy in light of the variables of the world markets, the forecast oil price trends, the mechanisms to program the implementation of the different projects. The Council also stressed the importance of the commitment to the financial allocations for the project as per the available liquidity program of the state's general budget for 2016. The Council also reviewed the progress of work related to preparing the master plan for the economic zone in the Governorate of Al-Dhahira and the National Logistics Strategy 2040. Further, the Council reviewed the reports on the measures taken to implement Oman National Spatial Strategy, as well as the measures taken to complete the general domains for the land uses at the coastal areas in the governorates of North and South Al-Batina. The board approved to continue the work of the technical committee formed under the chair of the Ministry of Housing and the membership of several relevant organizations to make decisions at the urgent applications for changing the uses and heights until Oman National Spatial Strategy is approved. Coordination will be maintained with the consultant of the projects as the optimum domains and uses of the lands will be completed during a single year. The Shura Council session continued discussing the statement of His Excellency Ahmed bin Nasser Al-Maharzi, Minister of Tourism, as members of the Council had many inquiries on the themes covered by the statement. The members highlighted issues related to tourism development and planning, Oman Tourism Strategy 2040, assessment of the sector's growth rate, its contribution to the GDP, and the proposed projects during the 9th five-year plan. They also stressed the need of this sector to enhance the growth of the national economy. The members had broad discussions on the tourism projects carried out by the Ministry of Tourism at the different wilayas and the services provided there. The members proposed to survey the citizens' needs for tourism services in their wilayas and submit the outcomes of such survey to the higher authorities in the Sultanate. They pointed out that the tourism potentials in the Sultanate are not properly utilized. As for developing domestic tourism, the Minister of Tourism said that providing public transport service at affordable fares is essential to promote this kind of tourism. The members had detailed discussions on the available job opportunities with the private sector in the tourism field, the number of the jobs occupied by Omanis, and the Omanization rate at the senior positions. Strategic development projects in the field of training and functional rehabilitations topped discussions of the Board of Directors of the Institute of Public Administration on its first meeting this year. The Council reviewed three strategic projects, namely projects of functional path programmed, which aim to connect the programs of administrative training with functional for administration levels. The second project related to foundation program for new employees. And in the third project, the Institute provides a suggestion to implement a diploma of human resources, which is a functional diploma that the Institute looks forward to become an active study in the field of functional diplomas. The Council also discussed the project to build cooperation and partnership relations with a number of governmental and private universities and colleges in the field of training and researches. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Institute. Modern techniques used in construction were highlighted by the exhibition of Buildings, Construction and Interior Design 2016. The exhibition, which witnesses more than 300 local and international participation, will be open at Oman International Exhibition Center until the 31st of this month. The exhibition showcases marble, ceramic doors, windows, bathroom fittings, wood machinery and interior design, in addition to facilitating possibilities for small and medium-sized enterprises by supporting them in the field of building and construction. The exhibition, on its 13th version, is considered one of the biggest regional exhibitions specialized in the field of building materials and tools. Still to come in our news bulletin. The Directorate General for Regional Municipalities and Water Resources organizes a water exhibition in the Governorate of South Batna. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Sultan Qaboos University witnessed the start of the 11th Forum of Mathematics and Statistics. The four-day forum aims to exchange experiences in the field of statistics and introduce the correct method in showing data. The forum was accompanied by an exhibition in which a booth was allocated for mathematics and statistics students to explain means of collecting data and the advantages and disadvantages of these means. The students also gave an explanation for all stages of statistics. The forum aimed at acquainting the university students and society members with the importance of data to reach a final result of their studies. The activities of the forum included workshops on how to use Google Chrome in this regard. On the occasion of the Teachers' Day, the Ministry of Education held a ceremony to honor more than 160 male and female teachers from all governorates of the Sultanate. The celebration came in recognition of the teachers' role in building generation and society. The honoring ceremony will encourage teachers to exert more efforts to develop the educational march in the Sultanate. The Ministry of Education has established a specialized center for vocational training to fulfill the needs of teachers and develop their capabilities. The ceremony was accompanied by an exhibition which highlighted the achievements and projects of the teachers and is considered an inspiration for all other teachers. It witnessed a wide participation from school students and other society segments. His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfouz Al-Mandari, Chairman of the State Council, presided over the ceremony. The National Business Center organized a training program on feasibility studies for small and medium-sized enterprises. It aimed to provide technical and logistic support for innovative projects, in addition to shedding light on the necessary knowledge and skills required to prepare feasibility studies and aspects related to the evaluation process that is essential to rationalize investment decision-making process. It also came to inspire the new generation of youth to discover their capabilities in starting private businesses, in addition to make contact links among the communities as well as those with commercial initiatives. It also aimed to shed light on small and medium-sized enterprises in the local market. Acquainting with disasters, foundation of emergency plan and how to deal with injuries are the main goals of a workshop which came under the theme Ways of Responding and Dealing with Disasters. The two-day workshop organized by the Public Authority for Radio and Television witnessed the participation of heads of departments to get acquainted with mechanisms of dealing with emergency cases at the workplace. The University of Nizwa held a ceremony to mark the graduation of its students who represent the 8th batch of its graduates with master, bachelor and diploma degrees under the patronage of His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service. The number of graduates stands at 876 male and female students spread over 4 colleges. The graduation ceremony included a number of activities and distribution of certificates to the graduated and excelled students. The graduates expressed their happiness for graduation after the hard work and efforts they exerted during years of study. Within the aim of expanding the Ministry of Manpower Services in various governorates of the Sultanate and to provide better services for beneficiaries from the ministry, a new manpower building was opened in the governorate of Al Buraimi, which included the latest technologies and systems to serve citizens. The building was established to be far away from the residential units, and it was decorated with modern designs. It came to facilitate the services provided to citizens as well as reduce the stress on services administrations in the related areas. It will serve the individuals in the fields of work, clearances and job seekers. It also included qualified cadres and the latest technologies and communications. The citizens expressed that through this building they can complete their transactions easily. The Directorate General of Education in the Governorate of North Sharqiya organized a program for children entitled Read. The program is implemented by the Ministry of Education in a number of schools in the Sultanate with the aim to improve the students' capabilities in English language. It aimed to teach English language to the students in an entertaining way so as to make them love reading as well as improve their reading skills. The program was also accompanied by a workshop that witnessed lectures on the relationship of parents with their children, as well as their role in choosing the appropriate books for the young students. The Wilaya of Wadi Al-Ma'awil in the Governorate of South Batina celebrated the launching of its website that will contribute in introducing the history and heritage of the Wilaya in addition to promoting the touristic and archaeological sites in the town. It will also contribute in benefiting from the economic and agricultural potentials enjoyed by the Wilaya of Wadi Al-Ma'awil. Awareness with importance of preserving water and encouraging innovative solutions to benefit from water treatment techniques for various uses, the Directorate General for Regional Municipalities and Water Resources in the Governorate of South Batina organized a water exhibition with the participation of a number of institutions. The inauguration ceremony of the exhibition was presided over by His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Al-Julanda Al-Saeed, Assistant of the Secretary General for Innovation Development at the Research Council. The exhibitions showcased devices to measure the amount of water according to the latest techniques in this field. Now for the general weather forecast. Generally, clear skies will prevail over most governorates of the Sultanate with chances of medium and high clouds and slight rains on the governorate of Musandam. On the governorates of North and South Sharqiya, Zahira and Dakhiliya, there are chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning. Winds will be north to northeasterly, light to moderate on the coasts of the Sea of Oman, while on the rest of the governorates, it will be southeasterly light to moderate, occasionally active over Dhofar, Wusta and Dhahira. Seas will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Supreme Council for Planning stresses on the commitment to the financial allocations for projects and reviews plan of the economic zone in the Governorate of Al-Dhahira and the National Logistics Strategy 2040. The Shura Council continues reviewing plans of the Ministry of Tourism as the Minister stresses that the tourism strategy includes many approaches for the contribution of the sector in the GDP. And the Board of Directors of the Institute of Public Administration discusses the strategic development projects in the field of training and functional rehabilitation. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.